Tom Myers, Superintendent of the Bellevue Community School District in Bellevue, Iowa, coming to you with this week's Believe in the Blue update. It's great to be back from break and everything like that. We've been active already this week. You can check out the Facebook page for more information on that. We had basketball games here last night against Monticello. Our wrestling team's been practicing, dance team's been practicing, bowling team's been practicing with different things going on. Just a few things I want to make you aware of for Thursday. That's tomorrow. We have a bowling meet at home versus Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque is one of the top teams in the state typically. But we also have a wrestling meet tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. It's JV varsity against both Comanche and Wilton. That is here at home. So make plans to come out to that. It's a great thing. Coach Rebarger and the crew there do a wonderful job. They'd like to have you out there. It's at the main gym that way. Friday, we have bowling meet away at West Delaware. Then we have a bunch of basketball games against Regina. We against Iowa City Regina, so they start up at 4:30 actually with some JV games and then varsity games and a fresh soft game and all those kind of things. So those start at 4:30 out at Regina. On Saturday we have a robotics meet. They travel to Wahlert again. They're out there practicing right now. It's just out that way. We have a wrestling tournament at Northeast that day as well. Then we have a quad or 4 games of basketball at Easton Valley, and that's actually at the Miles Gym. And those all begin at 1 o'clock with JV girls and JV boys and varsity girls and varsity boys at 1, 2:15, 3:30, and 5 o'clock approximately. On Monday, we have a board meeting at 6:30. We also have a JV boys game and a girls game against Kel Wheatland. Those are actually on Tuesday night. That on Monday night, Tuesday night that way. So just so you're aware, so a bunch of things going on that way. Come out and join things. Check out the schedule on our school. I also put some things on Facebook with it too that way. And I follow Twitter with Mr. Ryder, Mr. Raker as well. Just want to give you a couple of noteworthy statistics here. We're going to be showing the movie Most Likely to Succeed here. We did change the date from February 8th to February 9th. Actually, that's a Tuesday night. It's going to be at 6:30. We'll have a showing of it here. Anyone is invited to come to that. Anyone in the community is invited to come to that. Has some things on Facebook about that, but it really talks about educational change, what needs to happen in education to allow our students to become engaged and to truly learn. I'm going to give you some statistics that they share in the movie and just in general. 53% of recent college graduates are under or unemployed. Student engagement in school plummets as they get to higher grades from 80% in elementary school to just 40% by the beginning of high school. I'll be honest with you, when we've done walkthroughs and instructional rounds in the district here, we do not see that low of a number of 40% engagement. I think that's low, but hopefully we're doing well that way. Another thing with that, I put on Facebook too, and you'll be reading more about it. The state of Iowa is the highest graduation rate in the nation. Bellevue is actually at 98 point some percent, which is higher than almost any school in the state of Iowa as well. So our students are doing very well. They are graduating, but the key that we want to make sure is they're graduating with something to do after they graduate. That way, prepare to go to college, to the military, the workforce, whatever it is. We want to give them opportunities to go do whatever they want to do once they graduate here. Another thing here, 65% of today's children will end up in jobs that haven't been invented yet. 65% of elementary age children will end up in jobs that have not even been invented yet. By 2020, 40% to 50% of all income producing work will be short-term contracts, freelance work, and so-called super temps. The full-time job, the way they want to make it sound, is going away. A scary one for parents, or maybe not scary, I guess I consider it somewhat scary maybe. 45% of recent college graduates return home to live with their parents after they graduate. 45% don't have a job or don't have a good enough job to live on their own. College grads who had an opportunity to apply classroom learning to internships, jobs, or ambitious projects are twice as likely to be engaged in work later in life. So one thing we've talked about a lot is a problem-based learning, having students solving problems of real day, of real time, of real events happening. And that is shown to give them the skills to go out after they graduate or whatever the case is, after they go to college, to really have those critical thinking skills, those problem solving skills to go on for further success. And research shows that as well. So it's a very important thing for our students to have opportunities to do. But that's once again on Tuesday, February 9th. That's over a month away, but I want to give you a heads up on that. I believe it'll be an excellent opportunity for everyone to see some different things going on. They talk about High Tech High. We model some things from there and from Iowa Big in our program called Bellevue Big. Mr. Yeager and Mr. Ernst work closely with, but a lot of things going on that way. I also want to take time. We have a teacher leadership and compensation grant, part of the initiative in the state of Iowa to develop teacher leaders, and we have our two first teacher leaders will be Kurt Ernst will be our STEP coach, which is science, technology, engagement, and problem solving. He'll be one of our coaches, and then Mrs. Joni Kilberg will be a literacy coach working with all grades as well, K through 12 that way. So just to give you an idea of some things going on that way, you're always welcome to come out. I encourage you to. Feel free to give a phone call, an email, whatever the case is, get a hold of us with questions. We'd be happy to hear you here. Behind me there, you may see something there. It says curriculum. There's not one specific curriculum that meets all students' needs. Some need more, some need less, some need other. And I think sometimes we have to recognize that not everyone is at the same level at the same time and moves at the same pace. But we need to make sure that we're moving people, giving them what they need for what they're going to do and for them to be successful while they're in school and more importantly, as they graduate from school. Again, the primary aim of education is not to enable students to do well in school, but to help them do well in their lives they lead outside of school. So have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you later.